Hey, what's up guys, my name is Charlie. Today we're going to be reacting to some more Angry Video Game Nerd, and it's going to be episode 185. That is right, they are really stacking up quite fast. So this one's going to be The Legend of Kage for the NES. Oh boy, I don't think I've ever heard of this game before, but I am familiar with Kage, alright? Nicolas Cage. And if Nicolas Cage is in this game, I'm all for it. 10 out of 10. It'll be like Nicolas Cage fighting the bees. Ah, not the bees! I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's like a bunch of Nicolas Cage montages from the movies, and you got to play him in the game. Now that's just Fantasyland. That's dreaming. That would be wonderful if you could play Nicolas Cage in a NES game. But no, this is The Legend of Kage. I have no idea what this is gonna be about. Probably a fighting game, I guess. Some sort of like Street Fighter thing. I could be wrong. I normally am. I always am. But you know what? Never heard of the game. Don't know what to expect. Could be good. Could be bad. Don't know. It's like a mixed bag of revels. We're sticking our hand in a dark hole and we don't know what to expect. So this is this is gonna be interesting. Let's go. Oh boy.
He's gonna take you back to the past.
It's classic music, so it's
shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have
that's good. I like classic music. Better damn believe it.
He's the angry Nintendo nerd. He's the angry Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
But first, a message from our sponsor.
Of course, sponsor.
Listen up, maggots! You want a game that gives you an authentic World War II experience? Then you want Warpath! You will be able to use famous tanks and guns, become a commander as you re-experience every classic battle in PvE mode, put your historical knowledge to the test as you battle on real terrains, battlefields, and cities ripped from history.
Damn.
You want a game that has real-time strategy and doesn't rely on pay to win? Then you want Warpath! Higher operability will allow you to assign each unit individually, and you'll get a unique battle experience with detailed battle presentation. Warpath's RTS-like operation system can even let you upgrade your strategy. Come on, you maggots. You want to live forever? Then go to the link in the description, use my bonus code, and download Warpath today to make history.
Hoorah! Alright, Warpath. We get straight to this game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, guess what?
What?
The Nintoaster's been fixed.
Oh.
Thank you very much. So now I can play those crappy games with toasty warmth goodness. And now it even has HDMI.
Oh.
So those 8-bit pixels are gonna look oh so
60
good. It's
times
better than
the
sliced
detail.
bread. And speaking of sliced bread, I got a loaf of shit for this very occasion.
Oh,
Let's
damn.
see what kind of shitty games are in here.
Sandwich it along.
Legend of Kage.
Legend of
Like
Kage.
Johnny Cage? Or even better,
Nicolas Cage. I
Yeah,
said that.
running around screaming you're a vampire while collecting the alphabet,
Yes.
getting your face swarmed with bees,
Yes.
punching people in bear costumes.
That's what I was
screaming
saying at the
Purple
beginning of
Rain
the
at
video.
Karaoke joints. But hang on now, relax.
No, it's not gonna be.
Legend of Kage, it's Legend of Kage, or Shadow in Japanese. But thank you for already commenting on it. Before the internet, it was anyone's guess. Ninja Gaiden, Ninja Gaiden, Ryu, Ryu, Guile, Guli, Guili, Dalsum, Zangief, Keen. It's Ken, I'm just fucking with you. Ken got off pretty easy. But I'm not saying Blanca, because Blanca sounds like Blanket Man. So I'm going with Blanca, like the actor Tom Hanks driving a tonk on his way to the bonk. Okay, enough. Let's pop this fucker in.
Oh. Okay.
You play as a pantsless dude in a skimpy bathrobe and sock suspenders. I guess you're a ninja dad trying to rescue his princess daughter from just regular ninjas. And before you rip on me for calling it a bathrobe, Just look at the cartridge and tell me that isn't a terry cloth robe he's wearing. Look at it.
Yeah, it's a bit...
This is from the
fluffy.
primordial age of NES, when it was amazing enough just to see anything with graphics that were a step up from Atari. Also, games tended to be shorter, with high scores being the main goal, and many were ports of arcade games. This game, in fact, was in the arcade before it hit the NES.
Damn.
So, the point is, I can't be that hard on it, because it can't be that bad. Oh, here we go. The controls are the first thing to alert you that there's nothing in the world of fuck that could save this from going down in the annals of history as one of those games that went down the annals. The jump button is up on the D-pad. Yeah, in tournament fighters, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
But when you're playing a side-scrolling action game, you underestimate how many times your thumb accidentally slides across the up position. It wouldn't be that big a deal, but look how high he jumps. Every slip, you gotta wait for him to come back down. A mistake like that has all the frustration of getting on a wrong plane and waiting for it to land. So I had to invent the Legend of Kage controller. Put a wad of gum over the up button.
Ugh.
This guy should have a jumping contest with the dude from Fist of the North Star. Why do ninjas jump so high? Imagine if ninjas jumped on the
Say
moon.
high on drugs.
They'd be launching themselves far out into space.
After dealing with
which
all
actually
this fucking
happened in the
fighting
movie
shit.
Ninjas on the Moon, the 83 version.
Tired of being in
And
all
when
those
Ninja Dad
movies.
jumps 80 feet in the air, he flashes his balls and ass to everyone on the ground.
Oh, damn.
What a shitty day when you
Full
get a
Scottish
shuriken
mode.
thrown in your face just before you get treated to a nice view of his genitals.
Yeah, it's
Let me
the
clarify.
Scots
His
way.
name's not Ninja Dad.
Scottish
It's
kill.
Kage or Kage, like the title. Some of you might have commented on that just now, or you just got done Googling ninjas on the moon. If it exists, it
Ninjas
was just
on
a
the
damn
moon.
good guess. Also, in most games, you're running to the right, but here, you're going left. Now, there's a reason for that.
Why?
It's the same reason why the alphabet rhymes. I don't fucking know. The B button throws ninja stars, shurikens, or maybe they're jacks, who knows. The A button is a short-range attack that looks like he's swinging a drumstick or something.
Could be a
Now, when I
nunchuck
say
or
short,
something.
I mean, look. It doesn't even extend outside the character's body.
Yes,
It's
but-
a miracle you can even hit your enemies. Just think, somewhere there exists a hitbox, but the weapon's reach is below 0. It's in the negative zone. How does this kind of thing happen? Why would we ever want to use this pathetic weapon? This is what we sacrificed the jump button for? What were they thinking?
Yeah, it's not really Castlevania.
Now that I got the
is it?
controls out of the way, let me say the character you play as is called an Iga Ninja. As in, I'm eager to throw this game in a fucking wood chipper. At the end of the level, you fight a boss. Now, let's talk about this boss. Oh, he's
that-
dead.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
In level 2, you're running around
That
the
was the
river
easiest
and have
boss,
to kill
okay.
10 ninjas. That's it. Level 3, you just jump to the
I
top
like that
while
boss fight.
avoiding a bunch of shit. If you zigzag, it's pretty easy, but sometimes I get killed without even
Easy
knowing what
bosses.
happened. The strobing background makes it almost impossible to see enemy ninja stars. It's frustrating as fuck, and when you die, you have to watch Kage plummet. In level 4, you have to get to the end and save the princess, where you escape by jumping off the building.
What?
Wow.
To your
Don't you love
depths?
that solid blue sky? I can't even tell if they're moving. Oh, there they go.
Yeah, there we go.
Man, that was a long drop. How do they go right back to full sprint? Their ankles would be bone dust.
Yeah.
I get that Kage is a highly trained super ninja, but the princess doesn't have any special powers that I know of. But damn, she sure walks that shit off. And then she gets kidnapped again?
Oh,
What is this,
fuck
like the Bowser
me.
cliche? And next thing, you're back at the first level.
No.
Makes sense. The game's an arcade port, so it's all about getting that high score. The same levels repeat over and over again. So, arcade tradition or lazy design?
Yeah, I'm thinking lazy design.
Yeah, don't expect much from this shit heap. But hey, at least the game has a pause button.
Oh, wow.
A pause button.
Damn.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty incredible compared to some of the bubbling pus fuck bullcock I played. I mean, the game doesn't glitch out and freeze halfway through, so count your fucking blessings!
Yes, the
The
pause
replay
button.
values there.
God bless
if you
for
consider
America.
cheap difficulty and dying over and over again, giving you countless hours of gameplay. Going back to the ultra-high jumping, it also gets me killed because you can't control it. Kage can't change direction mid-air, so once you commit to a jump, you better hope a ninja star doesn't embed itself in your ninja rectum.
Damn.
Kage only has 3 lives and dies
Three
in 1
lives,
hit.
yeah.
No continues.
Damn.
No
1 hit and no continues.
fucking continues!
Unless you got the pause button. Don't look on the bright
And
side.
there's nothing else to get
There's
you
the
through.
pause button.
So you'll be seeing a lot of this title screen. Sometimes I'll lose a life, only to immediately die after coming back.
Yeah.
Ninjas can appear directly in front of you right after respawning, giving you a micro-dick second to respond. Ass! And enjoy the fucking music. It's like listening to a chalkboard getting gangbanged by every nail in Home Depot.
Oh,
I can deal with one
that is-
bad song, okay?
that
one
is
bad song.
horrible.
But not when it's the only fucking song in the game! On your way, Kage can collect power-ups. Some are pretty helpful, like these balls. Enemies will drop their balls
This
that will
game's
give you an
balls.
extra hit point, a new bathrobe color, and a bigger shuriken.
Oh, that
When you
music.
collect 2 balls, your robe turns piss yellow and you
music
actually run
is
faster.
stunted.
Getting hit will change you back to the original red and make your ninja star puny, no matter
nonsensical.
how many balls you have. Also, there's these weird guys that
change
walk
your
around
pace.
in the sky. I have no clue who they are or what they are,
like-
and they all do
like
different
Pac-Man
things.
sort
The
of
ones that look
weird
like red
things.
Pac-Man ghosts
Yeah,
will
that's
either
what I
give
said,
you an
look like
enhanced shuriken
Pac-Man.
attack where they shoot in all directions, or it makes
Maybe they
Kage
forgot
turn
what
into
game they
2
were
Kages.
programming.
You're also invincible for a limited time. Gray, Dig Dug looking guys give you 10,000 points, because you really want that high score, right?
No, not really. Who gives a shit?
Who doesn't want to have the high score to a home version of an arcade game? Is that something you want to brag about? I mean, what are you going to say? Hey ladies, you know I got the high score in Legend of Kage. It's at home on my NES. I've left it on just for you. You want to check it out? It's been on for days. I mean, weeks. Years. You know, I'm just leaving it on there till somebody cares and comes over and checks out my fucking goddamn high score in Legend of Kage on NES.
Yes. Yes. No, I
Another
have a
pointless
feeling
item
not
you can
everyone
grab
cares
is the
about the
hot
scores.
dog or scroll, whatever. They're real hard to see, and they pop up randomly. When you get it, Kage freezes and the screen flashes. All
be a
ninjas
sushi
that come by
or
spontaneously go
sushi.
stiff and fall
hot
over
dog.
like Tennessee fainting goats. Have fun Googling that one. You can't move while it's happening. You just wait while this creepy fucking sound drones over you like a haunting siren. It's the perfect soundtrack to fainting
Jesus
goat ninjas
fucking
landing
Christ,
on
I'm
the
having a
ground.
goddamn seizure with all the flashing
boy.
lights.
Kage has some real horrifying hot dog farts. This game is an existential looping
Oh.
nightmare. Every time
Damn,
you rescue
these
the
seizures.
princess, she gets captured again and again
Oh,
and
no, of
again.
course, stop
And the
being
season
captured.
changes from summer to fall to winter, and I guess back to summer again because fuck the spring. Well, that's the game. And now we know what the legend of Kage is. The legend of a long time ago, there is this jumpy asshole in a bathrobe who flashes his ball sack and spreads his hot dog farts around while letting a princess get captured again and again and again for a whole year. And
Wow.
probably eternity. And if you play through enough
Respect
loops,
for the guy.
guess what? You get to see the ending.
The ending, alright. It's a badass ending.
Kage successfully saved Princess Kiri from the enemy. Okay, straight to the point. No need to embellish it. You know,
Okay.
hero saved the princess. That's all.
Yep.
Doesn't even deserve an exclamation mark. All the evils disappeared and the peace pervaded everywhere. Evils? As in multiple evils of different kinds?
Well, there was a Pac-Man.
Well, maybe some enemies
ghost.
were in the evil of capturing the princess, while others were in the evil of taking shits in chimneys. And peace pervaded?
Pervaded.
Look up the
Or
word.
peace prevailed?
Pervade, especially of a smell, to spread through and be perceived in every part of. A smell of stale cabbage pervaded the air. Boy, that sums it up.
Oh, Jesus.
Now, the peace pervaded makes sense, but the choice of word only makes me think of
I
the
say the
foul
peace
stench
prevailed.
of feces that pervade the very room this game is in. This was a story of a young ninja in old days in Japan.
Wow, we really could have guessed
till
that.
now. He's
Yeah.
a young ninja in old days.
I thought he
in
was
Japan.
a 99-year-old man.
Sounds like the opening to a story, not the ending. It might as well say You successfully shit the turd of this ass game. The smell pervaded. This was once upon a time.
Yes.
And if you wonder what the arcade version's like, well, it's the same game with better graphics and music, as expected. Even the song is the same, but it's not as bad. It sounds more like a nail making sweet love to a chalkboard, rather than a hardcore nail-on-chalkboard gangbang like the NES.
Oh, God. Something like that. Nailboard
It also has
gangbanging.
none of the power-ups from the NES version, so it actually manages to be even boringer than the NES. What's weird, that even got released on the Switch. It even got a sequel on the Nintendo DS. I don't know anyone who was that into this game as a kid or
anyone
whatever,
would be that
but
desperate
I
to
guess
play it.
some people liked it. Even the arcade version was released on the PlayStation 2 on an arcade compilation called Taito Legends 2. So clearly fans wanted to play Legend of Kage and other Taito arcade games at home. Or it was just a bold overestimate. Taito was the company that made Space Invaders in '78. It was one of the biggest arcade classics to ever exist. They also made Bubble Bobble, a game that pisses me off, but it's still pretty good. So I don't know how they could go from designing shit like Legend of Kage to classics like Bubble Bobble in the span of a year. They're opposites, like Light and Shadow. But how many of their other arcade games were shit? I can't really name that many noteworthy Taito titles, to be honest, but they apparently made enough to fill up 2 whole PlayStation 2 discs. I mean, that's kind of like saying I filled 2 toilets full of diarrhea. It's an accomplishment. Make no question about it. Never in my life have I heard of Kiki Kai Kai Shack and Pop or Violence Fight? Violence Fight!
We don't fight, it's
so
violence.
In a few weeks, we're going from Legend of
Might
Kage
as well call it
to
Fight.
The Legend of Taito with Taito Legends 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 2. Will it be a shitload of fuck or a fuckload of shit? Tune in next time to find out.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's sprinkled turd. Okay, it's the end of the video now. It's just... And okay, that's the end of the video. Yeah, thoughts on the gameplay. The music was absolutely god awful. I don't know if those were hot dogs. It might have been sushi. I don't know. I mean, everything was just weird. But to be honest with you, you know, it's not the worst game ever. You know, the controls D-pad up, the jumping, you know, it sucks. You know, ninjas always have been incredible for flying and sort of floating in the air. They always do that in movies, you know, when they put them on strings and they flow from tree to tree. You know, that's always been like that. So, you know, it is ridiculous in a sense because ninjas can't jump that high and, you know, actually sort of just glide through the sky. Like, they defy gravity because they're ninjas. Yeah, but that's more of a cinematic movie thing. Obviously, it's got to be in the game because it's a game. It's not real. You know, if they started adding physics to the game, I think they would actually start programming a better goddamn game. No, you know what? The Legend of Kage, not Nicolas Cage. the Legend of Kage for the NES. You know, the music is god-awful, but if it was an arcade version, the improved graphics and not the nail banging sounds and, you know, all that, I would give it a go. You know, I mean, maybe not use a lot of quarters or something like that if I can get my money back. If it was free or something, maybe if you could play it on PC or something, or get it for the NES, I don't know. I played the original arcade version. You know, it's got to be like emulated or something. But I'd be happy to play it. I'd give it a try. You know, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. I'm not gonna rant and rave how goddamn horrible it is. You know, it's a video game. It's a generic standard pool arcade video game where the graphics are lowered, the music's arse, you know, the jump buttons and it's all over the place, and the hitboxes are terrible. It's a arcade pool. It's what you would expect. You can't expect miracles. Unfortunately, it's very rare to have arcade ports that are absolutely even better than the fucking arcade games. I mean, it's rare. They've always got to water down the damn game, unfortunately. Yeah. To be honest with you, I would give it a try if it was on arcade. You know, even though this might get a lot of criticism and a lot of people might say it sucked, I'll say, yeah, it's alright. You know, it's a generic sort of ninja game, but you know, saving the princess over and over again, that's really gonna suck. But the game looks pretty decent from what it is. I know, but it is decent for what it is, even though it's arse. Because, you know, it could be much worse. It could be happy sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns shooting death's radars at you and just trying to kill you every day. You know, it just all sorts of fucked up crappiness, like walking sponges trying to kill you. I don't know, just this random crap enemy stuff. But yeah, and it could be squirrels and trees trying to kill you. You just never know. The madness, the AVGN rainbow of death could be there. You know, just the madness, the ridiculousness. There's no oozing goo or green goo or sewage stage, the generic stuff. So it is pretty what it is. Pretty basic, but it gets the job done, I guess. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure to give a like, comment down below, make sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoy my content. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.